Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck.
No. And
assistant,
number one assistant.
Sorry, assistant coach Jake. He didn't have the suit on. He didn't have that special suit on.
He's doing like the rest of us.
That's a valid point there, Chuck. That's a valid point. What a game. What a game, a tournament classic. And you're on to the SAC title game for the second time in your career as head coach and for the fifth time in school history. What about this one here in Pioneer Arena?
Well, you called it. It's a classic, and it's a classic because you have two programs that have got a bunch of tough warriors. We knew that we would get Tusculum's best punch. We have nothing but respect for what Coach Burton has built here in a very short amount of time. I've got nothing but respect for their way about going at this game. And we need to be tough, but I'm going to be honest, and it was close. This thing could have gone either way, and both teams deserved to win this game. But our guys there at the very end, the last possession, came out of that timeout and did exactly what we asked them to do, collapsed. We had decided if we were going to die tonight, we're dying with somebody shooting a three. And our guys listened and collapsed in and made it tough for Trent Gibson to get the shot. And then some guys battled and get that rebound led by Ren Dyer. So you called it instant classic. It was that. And my hat's off to our players, but my hat's off to Tusculum as well.
Kind of a weird way to win it. A goaltend.
But it was the right call.
Yeah.
It was the right call. For a minute, I thought it wasn't going to be called. But the truth of the matter is it should have been called. It was the right call. And we'll take it.
Break down the play that gets Tripp the look at the bucket.
Well, we didn't know whether to play man or zone there at the end, so we had a call for both. And we went with our man called play. Couldn't get what we wanted, and so Tripp went and made a play. It'd be so lovely if I could sit here and say yes. Our genius coaching staff orchestrated that exactly as we wanted, and that would be a lie. What we wanted to do didn't work, and Tripp went and made a play.
What does that say about your senior leader, especially in crunch time of this caliber of contest?
That he was up for the challenge, that he could carry that weight on his shoulders and do the job. So it says a lot about him as a person and who he is.
For a second consecutive tournament game, you have to weather a comeback. Up by 13, and J.T. Burton, Tusculum, you brought it up. Very well-coached team, very good team. An NCAA tournament caliber team.
Yes.
Pioneers belong in the regional.
No question.
Take me through the reaction as Tusculum slowly but surely made. It wasn't a big run, but just kept chipping away at the thing, and how your team maintained poise.
Well, I mean, it really had nothing to do with our defense. Our defense was what we needed to be. We went through a dry spell there the second half and could not make shots. Got some good ones, couldn't make them, and then really didn't do the struggle to make free throws as well, especially second half. So it was, and some of that goes back to Tusculum. Some of it goes back to they're a really good defensive team too, But had we made shots the second half, I think we would have been able to counteract some of their runs. But as I told the team, we're going to win this thing tonight with our defense. Literally told them we're going to win this with our defense, and that's what else? Jake pounded it. Yeah, he said he knows. I did, and that boy right there will not lie. So, and that's what the players did. They won it with their D.
You followed E.J. Bush tonight. He needed 21 to get 1,500 for his career. Did that.
Yeah.
Finishes with 23 on 11 of 18 shooting. Going against Brandon Mitchell, who was on one down low tonight.
Yeah.
What sticks out to you about EJ's performance? Your only double-digit scorer of the night.
Well, I mean, EJ and I were texting, and EJ said to me, "Man, I've not felt like this since back in my old high school days." And so I knew going to this thing, EJ Bush was going to be ready, because I know what that means. And he did exactly what he proclaimed he was feeling like doing. And Brandon Mitchell was a warrior. Last game in this building for him, and so he brought it. 7 blocks. Good gracious. He did a great job, but EJ Bush did a better job for our team. He did a better job, and the baskets there throughout the game, but especially late there, just big boy baskets.
Probably one of the reasons why you win this one. turnovers. You forced 19 of them from Tusculum. What'd you do to get Tusculum out of sorts?
Well, I think we made shots hard for them. And anytime, here's the truth, Cav. When offense is hard, guys get frustrated. And the team typically that's got the greater poise against tough defense performs at a better level. We had 11 turnovers. They had 19. I thought our guys handled the poise, handled with poise, the adversity we faced, and it just kept on hitting the stone, man. Kept on pounding the stone. And we were fortunate that it turned out in our favor. I'm so glad that we won. I'm so glad. I'm so proud of our guys because this was success on multiple levels. But it really is sort of a tragedy because I have so much respect for our opponent that you almost wish both teams come away with a win tonight because those Tusculum guys are tough, man. They're tough, and they came up 1 point short. So
turn your attention to the Queens Royals for the SAC title game in the Queen City on Sunday. At this point, you're playing with house money. This win, in all likelihood, secures you a spot in the regional.
We punched our ticket. We're going to be in the NCAA tournament. I told the guys this isn't even a question at this point. We're in the NCAA tournament, so that's a massive accomplishment. But first things first, we want to go and compete for a championship. And that's what we want to do now, and that's what our focus will be. And we know it'll be tough, but I like this team. I like what they're about, and we will go with the intent of winning.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats, your SAC title game bound.
Thanks, Kevin. And again, I'm just telling you, Cooper Benson won tonight by 1, and it just happened. I don't know. When they win, the Eagles take care of business too. So, and it's there's 3 games Saturday. There's 3 games Saturday, and they'll get us to hopefully it'll run, or no, 2 games Saturday, and they'll rub off on us going into Sunday.
All right, Chuck, pleasure as always. Congrats on this fantastic South Atlantic Conference semifinal win.
Great. Thanks, Kev.